just stayed a little while with you. It's deja vu when I'm with you. Where did our time go again? You let it get to you. It left me in blue. Walk out of doors, forget all of our past. Pretend you didn't leave while I was crumbling in the dark. Wide awake, but you're not here with me. Yeah, nah, 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 nah. It's deja vu when I'm with you. Where did our time go again? You let it get to you. It left me in blue. 'Cause I know it ain't easy not to cry. I can't pretend I'm okay. I won't lie.
Alrighty. Alrighty.
Alright, I can hear you now. Wait, were we meant to meet here or at Rancho?
We're fine to stay here until, of course, we go there.
Oh, give me 1 second, I'm going in my head.
You know what would be very awkward? Oh my gosh. Damn it. Bullshit. Okay. Hopefully we have some sheriffs there ready. I don't want to walk in there and be like, oh, I'm not being met by anyone. Okay. Okay, buddy. That was a bit. That was a bit, sure, whatever. What
Sorry.
are you doing? Did you think I was already here or something? Is that why you...
No, because I saw the email. I'm like, fuck. So, because I thought you were Duncan, because Duncan drives the exact same car as well. So I'm like, oh shit.
No. Well, the thing is, we all got one of those cars as a gift from Honorable Cards, so...
Oh, I see.
I would have thought the sheriffs would have been here by now.
Oh no, yeah.
But clearly not.
I think there's a few coming down.
Hope so. I honestly hope so.
Yeah, there's 3 people coming. It's Steven, Mike, Ray, and Tyrone.
Cycle starting again. So much fighting on what we get done. Between the moon and the sun, then you know time doesn't stop. This whole life is a clock
I'm gonna get changed quickly.
too fast. And you can't even you feel like I can do this again. I don't even know who I am. I don't even think there's a plan for me.
No.
Don't ask me questions, I keep on forgetting. My head's always empty, there's too much that I don't know. Don't ask me questions, I keep on forgetting. My head's always empty, there's too much that I don't know.
Hello, Eltrex. How we doing? I'm glad you actually remembered to take off your holster.
Yeah, I always forget.
A bunch of other people keep forgetting, and it's annoying.
No, I remember now because I got in massive trouble by virus.
makes me something more. I'll move too fast and destroy all that I know that I want to base again. I don't even know who's a friend. I don't even think there's a plan for me. Don't ask me
1 second.
I keep on forgetting. My head's always empty. There's too much that I
Alright, whatever.
don't ask me questions. I keep on forgetting. My head's always empty. There's too much that I don't
Oh. Um. Unposted. The fuck? What's he doing? What is he? What? What? I was gonna say, are you serious?
No, no, no.
These fucking sheriffs.
Oh no, yeah.
Oh. Oh no.
What?
Look at the ghost smile.
Oh no, don't even. Oh no, I don't want to look at it.
The
Good
one person.
afternoon.
The one person that I didn't want.
No! Oh my god.
Oh no.
No. Hey,
Bro.
hey.
I'm sorry about speeding earlier.
You're a good bro. It's alright. Oh, that's Alex Michaels.
It's who?
Did you want Alex Michaels?
Yes. The one and
AFA?
only.
Yeah, safe. Oh, you're all good, bro. We all do it some eventually.
Yeah.
Sorry, give me just a second.
What?
That's
Why?
from Honorable Cart.
For what?
For this case.
No way.
Yeah.
So you're saying every time I come to a case, I get 100
Ah,
grand.
for this month, yes.
Right, I'm coming to all of the. Do I have to wait the whole way through for the case?
I don't know. But he told me, he told me to give that to you. So
Fuck, I'm coming. I'm coming to court every day.
what the hell?
I'm gonna get a mill.
Um,
I got 100 grand.
What? Just standing around?
What
No.
the fuck?
no. What the hell?
I need food.
Okay, awesome. I wasn't sure if you could or not. Uh,
Hang on, what?
I have no idea. How you doing, Eltrix?
I didn't really get in here.
How did you get in here?
Come and let it.
Sure.
I'm
Yeah.
confused how
See,
you
he's a
got
good
in
officer.
here.
This way.
He's a good sheriff. This way.
Don't.
The fuck?
What?
Damn, it sounds like you're about to crash out.
I don't understand what his comment was just then.
Who? Him?
That guy!
Oh yeah, at least he's a good sheriff. I'm not even a sheriff. Like what?
I don't get that, but let's get back in here. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Just waiting for this this case to start. Hopefully they show up. So
I just did the most diabolical burp in the world.
fucking hell. So just to fill you in, Eltrax, on what's exactly going on. We have a case today that was meant to be scheduled for yesterday.
I'm
But
gonna be
the
crazy,
lawyer
you're
and
so
the,
crazy, here we go again. Don't go look at me with that look.
But
in
the
your
lawyer
eye.
and the hold on, Roddy, I'm explaining something.
Oh no, you're lying. Oh no.
So basically, the lawyer and the one that's accused, which is of course Holeman, was was was
I have to act really professional.
was were going to do a court case yesterday, but they had to fly out instantly. So they had to be put on bail, and because they couldn't be
Hello,
put on
Mr.
bail
Alex
yesterday because
Michaels.
of a
Hello
charge,
again.
I'm going to be pressing another charge on them today. So yeah. But you'll see how it pans out. So
You know, I've never lost a court case.
okay, buddy.
And
Oh.
now you probably just jinxed it.
I'm just saying, I've never lost one.
Okay,
But
buddy.
you're saying it just as if you had to have another one. So
Wait, I'm about to have a court case? Didn't
that's why
know.
you're here, aren't
You'll be
you?
back on cop after next
No.
week. About
I'm
time.
here to get my ID photo approved. Just kidding.
About time because Sam's
I'm
missing
here for a
today.
court case, yes.
Yes.
Sorry, Alex, I'm a bit of a jokester.
Especially in the high stress situations.
Yes. No, you've always got to remain positive.
Exactly.
Oh my
You know,
god.
it could be at the lowest end of your day or the highest end of your day.
Exactly. And these other sheriffs arriving, what the fuck?
I know, we were actually just saying that as well.
Yeah,
where
I was
are
like, where the
they?
hell? Well, I was like, where the hell are the sheriffs?
More people that reacted.
Yeah, I know. I
Apparently
saw.
Steven's meant to be here as well. He's normally here early.
Yeah, I know. Steven's always here like an hour early.
What was
So
that?
apparently Tyrone, myself, Steven, and Mike. There's 3. At least there should be 3.
Don't go look at me with the look.
I'm so confused as to what just happened, but okay. Oh, that could be why.
Wait, so what happens if he doesn't show up to the case? Is that just a free W?
If the defendant doesn't show up, I believe it's a mistrial. And then it gets put to another date.
Oh, not gonna lie, that would be good. Actually, no, it
But
wouldn't
then
be good.
if the
I
sheriff show
hope-
up, then it gets postponed again. Either way.
I hope they do show up, to be fair. Because I don't
Yeah,
want it to be a
so-
mistrial and for us to be wasting our time.
Wait, so how long do we have to wait for it to call a mistrial?
Pretty much until the magistrate shows up and is ready. And yeah, I don't know. I'm still new. Still
Oh.
the baby of sheriffs at the moment.
Yeah. I thought you were like an FTO.
Nah, I only got sheriffs like this month or last month.
Hello, Tiana.
Have you been out with any FTOs?
Pretty much only Steven.
At least saving. Okay.
How are you doing?
Okay. Oh, who's calling me? Oh, wait, what the hell?
It wasn't yours.
I got the same ringtone.
Oh.
And because I was in my head.
Where are you
like,
going?
shit.
I thought you were gonna watch this case, Tiana.
Shit. Welfare sheriffs?
God. That's not good. Yeah, she did. And yet... and yet... This is how... What the fuck is going on? And yeah, she just got set, and now this is happening. I'm staying up at the station for now.
giving you a official move long notice from.
Oh, they're actually at the front. Okay.
24 hours. I'll just shoot for an hour or a day.
Do you want to attend 4K?
The frick? Yeah, right. What's his name?
Hey Ray! Hello. Oh, everyone's calling on that. Jesus Christ.
Is everything good?
Yeah, no, I just gave him a move long notice because he just kept coming back.
It's not Aurora.
What was he doing?
He kept coming through here. It was trespassing, so I said,
How did they get? How is he gaining access? What?
I don't even know. I just said to him, I said, listen, bro, I'm just gonna give you a move long notice for an hour, so
Oh,
we can
God.
get this, over and done with. I said he can attend the case, but just not through here. So he's been officially noted to move along. If he comes back, he'll be placed under arrest.
Do we know if the defense is here yet?
I don't think so.
Oh no.
Oh, come on.
No. Surely it should just say that the guy's like guilty or something, like, and not have a
Yeah,
mistrial.
if he doesn't show up, then
But if he doesn't show up by 5,
well, I don't know.
Samantha, do you know?
I believe we've got one FTO on
I'm an
I don't
FTO.
Aurora's an
I have
FTO,
no
believe.
idea.
Oh. Aurora.
Sheriff 027 clocked on and currently code to
Yes.
Sheriff 900.
What if we do the defense doesn't show up?
I would
Be-
believe that it'll be up to magistrate's discretion. They'll most likely will put out a
Well,
warrant for him
Yeah.
because he
but
breached his bail term. So
Who was outside
right.
then?
That would have been me and
And May.
Ronnie.
Wait,
Oh, okay. We passed by and I was like, okay.
No, that wasn't him. I checked his ID.
yeah. So basically, if he doesn't work up today, because you guys both okay, unless that's him out there.
Oh, yeah, that's him.
oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness.
I know, yeah.
Oh my God, I was starting to worry then.
Thanks. We will just have the sheriff behind you. He has quick searches beforehand.
Oh, he actually has both of them out there.
He'll be putting cuffs just for the time being as well. While we take to the.
Oh yeah, he has both of them out there.
Easy. And I'll just
Understandable.
place you in cuffs now.
Nice.
But once he's in, we'll take him straight up to the court.
Right. I need to lock in, Sam.
Oh yeah, I'm ready to go.
Hopefully, like, when I have to leave, all of that covers everything that, needs to cover.
Oh yeah.
You reckon it all does?
I looked through it. Yeah, it's straight to the point.
Yeah. Oh shit, my demon just said, instead of leaving at 6, so would be 5:30 for you. I have to leave at 5 for you, then it would be 5:30 for me.
Oh god. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello. Evening.
Hello.
How we doing?
Hey Duncan, how's it going, mate?
Yeah, not bad. Yourself?
Yeah, pretty good.
So we're taking the defendant and his counsel up to the courtroom cells because I just want to have a further chat with him while they got time before
Yeah,
the court case. Just want to let you guys know.
that's all good.
Good.
Come on, lovelies.
See you up there.
See you,
Yeah.
mate.
Oh my lord. There's no way. There's no way. There is literally no way that.
Okay. Duncan's a registered lawyer, so I've let Alex take them up, and I've said to call over if he needs a hand. And I'll be up there soon.
I believe the other guy's a registered lawyer as well.
The other one is as well.
I believe so.
No, he's an intern.
I love this
Anton,
story
that's
as
Oh, is he?
well. I've
Yeah.
just read the fucking no entry list.
He's a
Fucking
law student, yeah.
Paul Blart got requested to be removed off the no entry list due to a screw up, and then not even maybe a week, 2 weeks later,
He's back on it.
he's back on it for assaulting sheriffs again.
Where's your belt for your taser?
Because normally
Oh god.
on my because I didn't have it on.
Yeah.
Ah.
Where's Tyrone? Is he around yet?
No. We have not seen Tyrone. Wait. Unless he's flying in now.
Cool. He's not even starting.
That's better. No. Hold on.
Make sure you cock on, Ray.
I don't want to. They don't even check those hours.
Still.
It still counts regardless if they check it or not.
I know. But that clock, I don't get how that clock can be busted. Because it's the exact same clock that corrections use.
I don't think it is. I think it's like a shit doesn't check properly. I don't know.
I've heard some things about it just being busted, that's all.
I don't know, man. I just work here.
Yep, you got the zooms again, have you?
Yep.
No coffee then.
Do you want to die?
What?
Hang on,
Feeling
wait.
threatened,
Wait,
might
is
have to
it-
handcuff.
Is that making threats to kill?
What the heck?
When isn't a... When aren't they? I mean, what?
Wow!
Now, I understand that you are in a different job profession, but that looks really weird with that uniform.
I'll go for that.
Titus be like on duty. Not gonna lie, I'm surprised Titus doesn't carry like an RPG in the courthouse.
he, if he
fucking
could,
would if he could.
exactly what I was gonna say.
Doesn't
think-
Tyrone have an Uzi thing, or is that just Titus?
Just Titus.
That's Titus, yeah.
I want the Uzi. We all would want it, but we'll never get it. Who's up there with them?
Don't think anyone is.
I'm just getting some food quickly.
Oh.
We
Okay.
normally, not telling you off, we normally don't leave anyone unattended in the courts, just as a safety measure.
Just radio over, and we could have brought him some.
Exactly.
No,
like what?
I think Alex is still new to this sheriff.
He is.
He doesn't know the full courthouse rules.
I
That's
mean,
why
that's
I was.
fine though.
Yeah, it wasn't that I was gonna tell him off. It's just good advice. Like, probably best don't do that next time.
Are you an
I mean,
FTO, Mike?
No,
Oh,
just a full sheriff.
oh, W. You and Vicpol?
Not yet.
I know it.
I'm active as sheriff, but I need to be more active in corrections. But
Yeah.
it's hard to be active in corrections.
Why? Corrections is easy. You just gotta stand there. 'Cause
That's
half of the time
point.
there's no one there.
That's the point. It's if you're by yourself doing absolutely nothing up there and you have a hyperactive imagination or mind,
I get what you mean.
it can be pressing, if that makes sense.
I feel like the old prison was better. It was just
Oh,
smaller.
100%, yeah.
But I do like the new jobs though that they've got. And the camera system, I think that's pretty cool too.
Yeah, the camera system's like one of the best things.
The only downside there is the door locks, because every time we use the door locks, it sounds an alarm to bloody Vicpol.
Oh?
What do you mean?
Biometric ID.
Only if you're on the wrong job role.
No, corrections or department of DPP, whatever it is.
DPS.
DPS, thank you.
Yeah, you-
Don't have camera allowance, so every time a sheriff goes to use the door locks on the computer, it'll sound an alarm to Vicpol. I think it's only the Vicpol role will allow you to do it.
So you
it's
access cameras.
No, access cameras is fine. It's the door locks, remote door locks.
So like when people open like to the gate of the car.
No, so in the lockdown menu there is there's a button there for remote door locks, and it brings up another menu on the computer, and you could unlock like the cell doors, the infirmary.
Yeah, sheriff shouldn't be touching those.
I was more like correction wise.
Oh, so if corrections touch it, it sounds
Corrections
like an alarm.
corrections touch it, it sounds a biometric alarm.
That's weird. That's suspicious.
It makes the only thing I can think of is it's marked as a Vicpol keycard access.
Yeah, but you think
being not on Vicpol, it will sound alarms.
Yeah.
It's probably the same as accessing the police station without having the right roles.
No, it's not. There's no police station thing. If someone enters the police station like a civilian, it doesn't sound anything. Because imagine when people take... Okay, so imagine if I had someone in custody and I took them to here or to
Very
number
good
900.
point. Very good point.
You know, it would
I
just
don't know
always
why.
sound...
When I first started, someone told me that there were access alarms for someone that used like the police key card without being on the roll. It would sound an alarm, but maybe it did in the past and now it doesn't. I don't know. It was just something I heard when I first started.
Yeah, that's fair.
Now the only thing we haven't even heard the magistrate even go on radio yet.
I don't, well, that's I was about to ask. So another ATA.
I'm emailing the sheriff leadership channels.
I think Cookie's gonna take this case. I believe he said.
Yes, he's meant to be taking it, but
he's presiding.
I haven't heard anything yet. I've just emailed Tyrone within the leadership channels regarding it because the defendant's here, you're here, but no magistrate.
I can confirm the magistrate is in city. But I'm not sure
So
if he's
we
busy.
we'll do the
Titus
case.
Titus will be here in a few minutes.
We'll do the case without the magistrate. We'll see how that goes.
Bet.
We'll just have a jury.
What happened to that jury system?
think it may have broke. Like I was called for it once, and then
I think
nothing came from it.
there's really been no big DCV
Yeah.
cases that require a jury.
No one really goes through the courts. It's why they've made it like if you go through the courts will pay you or something.
Mhm.
The April Blitz, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Welfare alert. Just doing a welfare check on him. Cute.
Always a delay.
Hmm.
I swear.
I'll just ask. I may as well ask Alan if the magistrate's up there.
I feel like he would have said something already. The magistrate would have.
The magistrate would have asked why we were taking so long.
So the Tyus is on his way, so he'll be here in a few minutes.
Cool. I will say it feels weird bringing my civilian vehicle into the police car park.
Yeah,
Because we
look.
don't have the garage anymore.
It's the only thing I can think of to use it for the time being.
Look, I don't think they're gonna mind. If anything, I'll talk to Tyrone later. Speaking of Tyrone, I feel like I heard movement. Yeah, that's not Tyrone.
not Tyrone.
Is it?
No, it's not.
You think I'm Tyrone?
It could be.
you
No,
want
it's
to take-
James.
Is there a reason why you have the chevrons on?
Mm,
Those corrections.
Corrections.
Oh, it's corrections.
Oh yeah,
bit.
no, don't worry. I just came from duty
No,
on corrections.
you know you're fine. Maybe next time when you go from corrections to another job, just hop in your civilian clothes.
Oh okay.
People-
yeah,
literally
because
just came
if
straight
someone
here.
pulls you up, it can be
Mhm.
bad.
People like to fuck with corrections.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
like to
Yeah.
fuck around with sheriffs more.
Yeah. Look, I just saw this shirt and there's similar shirt styles. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I was like, why is he have a chevron on?
Yeah.
Do we have any like history checks that need to be done?
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I genuinely had like nothing to worry about though, because I was driving like the fastest car I have.
Well, I hope you're
Like,
following
anyone-
the speed
anyone-
limit.
I hope you were following the
Obviously.
speed limit with Victor.
I know. I know. Hey, just because I said I was
Highway
driving a
patrol.
fast car doesn't mean I was speeding. Why would I speed? Seriously, dude. Come on.
That's what they all say.
I
Are you
know,
are you insinuating that I committed a crime, officer? Do you have any evidence?
Sorry, sir. When did I ever say that you were?
It just sounded to me like you were accusing me of committing a crime.
Oh my
So I
god.
think you
Would
might
this
have
officer
took it in the
ever
wrong way.
accuse you without evidence?
Guess
Well, I
who's
don't know,
on
that's what I was
duty for
asking.
MFB, right?
Oh no.
It's Wooly.
Oh, for fuck. What?
He's got 2 recruits with him.
Oh, good luck. Actually, no, they're pretty good.
I haven't heard anything yet.
Oh my god.
I was legit gonna ask you a couple of minutes ago, because we haven't heard anything either.
Oh, come on.
We've been told to wait it out.
He should have. The magistrate would
What's
have
the
been
case
on our
today?
radio by now.
It's a bail case, so it's just normal, and technically it's a
Okay.
normal MCV case.
Bro, just apologize to the defendant and their lawyers for the delay, and just explain what's going on.
Wait, so the magistrate's coming?
Tyus just had to wait it out.
No.
I don't understand what's like.
Copy, they're probably in their head then.
I believe we're just waiting for Cookie to preside in a case that was scheduled.
Come on. Gotta be joking.
Oh, there you go.
We've got both prosecution and the defense here.
Alright, so they've probably just been busy trying to write everything out then. Because if they've been here the
It was
entire
meant
time-
to start 10 minutes ago.
Oh my lord, I've got a demon cat and a demon glass of water, and I saw my light flash before my eyes, man.
Uh-oh.
I
Oh,
caught
no.
it.
Did the demon water go to the demon
fun with that.
electrical power supply?
No, I caught it. It's fine.
You caught the water?
I didn't know you were
Wait,
a waterbender.
What?
Avatar.
No, like I caught the cup and nothing spilt, so it's okay.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I'm glad you rephrased what you were saying.
Cat-like
'cause
reflexes.
Oh,
that
it
was
hurt, bro. It hit my like, you know, like the joint in your wrist near your thumb.
Oh yeah.
It hit
Oh,
that
there.
bone.
Oh shit.
Like it hurts, man. Tyson,
Does anyone have
having-
food? I've just noticed I'm extremely hungry.
There's a vending machine around the
I
corner.
did.
Okay, I'll grab something. I'll be right back.
Like that way.
not
Oh, this
not that
way.
way. Yeah.
everything, whenever I go into this room, everything just like disappears.
you
Yeah.
It does that.
Right here. In the middle.
Thank you.
Oh, good.
Oh, Bella Show, Bella Show.
Yeah,
I'm
Tyus
not
is still
answering that
trying to
one.
get in. He's just having some issues.
Oh no, I gotta fly out like 3 minutes.
Ethan, thank you.
There we go. We finally got confirmation from that they'll be ready shortly.
Yeah,
Oh, the magistrate here?
they've been here.
They've been in their office the entire time.
Oh,
They've been just been setting up. That's all.
My God.
But it's like we've been saying stuff about magistrates, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Yep, here we are."
Oh my God.
And now they've just sent a
shouldn't-
nice message to us saying that they're just getting ready now, or finalizing everything.
Yeah, it's all right.
Like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful when I say this, but like, shouldn't they just try to aim to get here a bit before so the case can go on time?
Be talking about.
Yeah. I assume shit has happened.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Hey, fun. Alex, is the defense ready for the court case?
Some other highway.
Apparently, someone's waiting at the court entrance to be let in.
I've actually
We've
got it,
got-
bro. It's
4
attempted
sheriffs.
murder, evade police and discharge.
Yeah.
Here, I'll
I
email you
find our
something.
Public in,
4 sheriffs.
as long as we believe we can.
Oh, it's
handle it.
some
I think we can let a few
person
in.
that's new to
not
city.
many. I'll go.
Daniel. Yeah.
Do you want an additional with you, Aurora?
Nah. I'm giving him like, you know. Wait, I'm gonna email you something. Give me 1 sec. Alright. Are you a senior constable?
What?
Yeah. Alright, I'm just having a look. Oh, I don't know.
Oh my God. Delayed
I emailed you that. That's
jeez.
everything. Just read over that, alright? And yeah, you might want to just get your dinner ready for the next week. So, 'cause there's a lot.
Oh my God.
Did you say it?
For the next week is an understatement,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah. Oh, anyways, Alexander, I've got to go. Alright. Thanks, mate. Alright. I'll see you, bro. Bye.
For the next week is an understatement, Ronnie.
Yeah, I know. I know.
With the amount of talking I'm going to be doing, oh my God.
Yeah, I know. You're gonna be. Oh. Not gonna lie, I feel so bad. I've got to leave halfway during it because
yeah,
I kind of feel like I'm just giving this here, and I'm like, you know.
But yet you're
I
the
don't- yeah.
responsible officer.
I know, yeah. Hopefully, I don't like, you know, have to. Surely they'll understand.
Hopefully they will.
Is your wife taking the case?
Wiseman? Yeah.
Yeah.
She's providing the secondary.
I see.
I believe, yeah.
Are you guys both American? Because I know she's
No.
American.
No,
Oh.
I'm true blue,
W.
born and raised in Sydney.
I love that.
W.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Way better than down here, you know. Melbourne too many people like their coffee a little bit too much, you know.
Okay. That is not true.
Prove me wrong then.
Well, okay, first of all.
I mean, and look at the shenanigans that happened in this damn city, man. You can't tell me that Sydney isn't much better.
Sydney is not much better.
It is. It is, okay?
No,
We're better than
Melbourne
and
on top.
I can tell you what, we're better than Queensland.
Okay, I agree with that.
Yeah. Bunch of for lack of a better word, wankers up there.
You know what? I'm gonna list every from top to bottom. So first we've got Melbourne.
So this is the
second.
No.
Absolutely
Absolutely not.
Listen, second we've got South Australia. Third, we have.
How is South Australia better than Sydney? Nothing goes on
because-
there. There's
Yeah,
literally fucking
exactly.
nothing there. That should put them at like, look, at best, that'd put them at C tier, okay?
Okay.
shit.
Well, look,
Okay.
if there's nothing there, nothing can go wrong, but nothing can also go right. They like literally just mid.
What do you mean nothing
That's the
goes
best.
right? I think everyone in South Australia knows each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Nothing happens there.
Okay.
You keep saying, oh, okay, but you know it's true.
Considering I fly in from there.
Yeah, exactly. And you know it's true. You know I'm right. Stop lying to yourself.
Sam, don't let him take it.
Wow.
I'm taking it. I'm taking it
Nah.
and I'm running.
Nah. I'm not letting that happen.
Yeah.
Say again, sorry?
Oh, the fake radio com. The fake. No.
You guys want us up to the courtroom? All right. All right, fellas. It's prosecution's ready to go out to the courtroom.
Oh, we're the
Copy that. I'm
prosecution.
escorting them up there now.
We are the prosecution.
I see.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were defense. No, we're
Jesus Christ.
prosecution.
Right, I've got to do my really cold war. Oh,
What?
Hey.
fuck?
No violence. No violence,
was
officer. This is the ball's in my court now, all right?
Okay.
You play by my rules.
Here we are. The cold nonchalant war.
Oh my god.
All right, man. Come on. Stop aura farming. Get moving.
The aura farming is real. Holy shit.
Let's
Jesus.
go Sigma chat.
Oh,
Don't say that. Don't say that in my courthouse again, please.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah, you should be.
do you want me to help you?
I'm
or do you
sorry, I'm
want-
sorry, I'm
or
sorry,
do
I'm
you want me
sorry,
to-
I'm
or
sorry,
do you
I'm
want
sorry,
me
I'm
to
sorry.
leave? Because I will.
I'm sorry. Thank you, sir.
No worries. Are they good to enter the courthouse proper? Alright, just head on through, guys.
Hey, Sammy.
Hey, awesome.
Hey, Ronnie. Yeah. Have you written the statutory declaration? Okay, like you need to fly out right now?
Do you mind if I go in my head real quick?
Okay, and your
2 minutes.
prosecutor's aware?
Go for it, man.
I
Yes, I'm aware.
believe so.
Thank you.
Okay, well, so be it.
Samantha?
Yeah.
Do you need anything else?
I think I've got it covered.
Good. Alright.
I'll let you know how
Let me
this-
know how they
Alright.
go. Yeah. Alright. Thank you. Awesome.
All
You're
good.
truly awesome.
Take care.
Alright. So, guys.
Yeah, from where I was standing, it looked like you were just like staring straight into the brickwork.
Both parties, are you guys ready to start the court case?
Yup.
Yeah, we're good to go. He's just in head for a bit.
Ah, okay, no, all good. I'll hold off until he's back, and then I'll radio into the magistrate saying that everyone's ready.
Okay.
At prosecution.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, easy. Yeah, just yell out when he's back, and then I'll radio over.
Sorry, I'm back.
Oh, easy.
Just check emails real quick when you get a sec.
Your Honor's
Will do.
request and prosecution already. Both the defense and prosecution are in the courtroom waiting.
James, am I able to be handcuffed now?
That'll be up to the discretion of the magistrate.
One of the sheriffs.
But I will ask on your behalf. Actually, I'll just ask that your lawyer ask the magistrate once the case has begun. Is that okay?
Okay, we're studying. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Alex.
Is it for the
Thank you.
house?
Yeah.
Are you guys able to ask me if I can be handcuffed?
Yeah, we'll do.
Okay.
Your Honours, may we quickly approach the stand just before we begin?
The
Yes.
bench.
Hey, Alexander, I'm just wondering if we can go ahead without cuffs, just because he's been quite cooperative and
Those who have been cooperative with parties being brought against them and prepared to
Where's that name?
probably a no-go.
I can't be handcuffed?
Nah, because of the charges.
Yeah, sure, just sit down. Alright, is everyone able to hear me?
Yes, Your Honour.
Alright,
Yes, Your
thank
Honor.
you. I would
Yes, Your
like to welcome everyone to the courts today. I am Magistrate Sierra Liesman, and to my left here is Magistrate Boogie King. Before we get started, does anyone here need a brief explanation of how the courts work, or are we ready to commence?
Would be nice, ma'am.
All right, we will have our opening statements beginning with the prosecution and then on to the defense. After this, we will be going into any witnesses. We will be then examining evidence, and then we shall be moving into the closing arguments, again, starting with the prosecution, and then go into the defense. And up until closing arguments, any sort of evidence
Did
can
he
be
ask for information?
deposited, and you are also able to object at any time. But we do ask that during opening and closing statements, you do not object. Does
Okay.
everyone understand how this will proceed?
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, never mind.
All right, may I please have the prosecution introduce themselves?
Yes, Your Honor, I am Crown Prosecutor Samantha Snowcow with the Office of Public Prosecutions.
Thank you, Ms. Snowcow. And can I please have the introduction of the defense and their legal representation?
That chick on Twitch, thank you for the
Good,
follow.
good evening, Your Honor. Sorry, my name is Jack Jacobs. I am with Bravo Legal, and I am defense for Cave Holeman with my co-counsel Duncan McLeish.
All right, thank you. And looking at the charges, I will ask
Hope you
how
are doing
your
well.
client pleads.
Our client pleads not guilty to all charges, Your Honor.
Oh, come on!
So this is for assaulting EMS, engaging in police pursuit, and firing of a weapon in public, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and with that, we shall begin opening statements. May I please have the prosecution begin?
I do apologize for the delay there, Your Honor. Oh. On the 14th of April at approximately 5:20 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, Senior Constable Ronnie Decker-Johnny was deployed at South Melbourne's 635, patrolling around the city central area when they encountered a two-door sports vehicle, dark green in color, with a confirmed registration, Oscar uniform Foxtrot 662, which is OUF 662, driving in incorrect lanes of travel past South Melbourne 635, which again is Senior Constable Ronnie Decker-Johnny. South Melbourne 635 then conducted a traffic stop on the individual, which was later identified as Mr. Holeman after requesting to see their license. A bit after the identification was produced, Senior Constable Ronnie Decker-Johnny explained the reason for the stop.
Sir, the glasses. We can, unless they're prescription, we just get you to take those off, please.
I do apologize, Your Honor.
What, me?
Oh, sorry.
After
you,
the
sir.
explanation for the stop
Maybe.
was given,
Thanks, man.
Senior Constable Ronnie Decker-Johnny asks Mr. Holeman if he was carrying a firearm on his person or in the vehicle at the time for safety precautions. Mr. Holeman replied saying that he had a firearm that was given to him by his friend. Senior Constable Ronnie Decker-Johnny then took into consideration that Mr. Holeman was new to city, as he explained, and then requested for. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit confused with this information that I've been given. Requested for Mr. Holeman to put the firearm away in a van or vehicle and not carry it on his person until he had the relevant gun permit and a concealed carry permit. After that, Mr. Holeman was let go with a verbal warning and a stern reminder to follow road signs and markings, and also to put the firearm away. A few minutes later, South Melbourne 635, once again, which is Senior Constable Ronnie Decker-Johnny, encountered the same vehicle, doing the same thing, but speeding this time as well. This was approximately at 5:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Senior Constable Ronnie Decker-Johnny then called it through radio requesting for an additional highway unit or a gold class unit because of the situation that he was dealing with. Senior Constable Ronnie Decker-Johnny then steps out the vehicle to officially start the second traffic stop, but as soon as he got out of the vehicle and began to approach the vehicle that he pulled over, the driver decided to flee. 5 minutes later, after the pursuit had started, sorry. 5 minutes later, after the pursuit, which started on southeast bound on San Andreas Avenue, which is near Legion Square. What? Hold on. Sorry. 5 minutes after the traffic, again, 5 minutes after the traffic stop, and he took off. The driver turns down an alleyway at postcode 387 along South Arsenal Street, and then got stuck at a little loading dock down the alleyway. After waiting a few seconds, After waiting a few seconds to ensure that the vehicle wasn't going to drive off anywhere, Senior Constable Ronnie Decker Johnny then gets out, and not even a second later, Mr. Holeman steps out as well, pulling out a firearm. Mr. Holeman then ran away from the vehicles and started pointing the firearm at Senior Constable Ronnie Decker Johnny. After he pointed the firearm, he discharged the firearm towards Senior Constable Ronnie Decker Johnny, which resulted in that officer discharging back. Senior Constable Ronnie Decker Johnny then calls over radio for backup as there were shots fired. At approximately 5:40 p.m., Mr. Holeman was then incapacitated by another unit, and Senior Constable Ronnie Decker Johnny then starts medical right away to ensure the safety of Mr. Holeman. After that, Senior Constable Ronnie Decker Johnny cautioned him and told Mr. Holeman that he's placed into police custody. After that, Mr. Holeman's vehicle was impounded for the following reasons: speeding 45 kilometers above the speed limit, dangerous driving, careless driving, failure to have proper control of the vehicle, refusing to stop when directed by police, and damaging an emergency service vehicle. That concludes the opening statement from the prosecution.
Thank you. And do we have a reason as to why the arresting officer is not present with us at the moment?
Yes, Your Honor. The arresting officer unfortunately had a situation arise out of his control that he had to take care of out of city, so he had to take a flight.
Alright, thank you. And now can we please hear the opening statement from the defense?
Yes, Your Honor. So, my client, Cade Holeman, was going about his day. He was driving, as he quotes, when all of a sudden he gets pulled over by Senior Constable Ronnie and given a stern warning over carrying a gun, which his friend had actually gave him. Afterwards, he continued rolling, just gone about his day. He was headed to the store to get some food, and then he gets pulled over again by the same cop. He told me that he was feeling targeted, and that it's the same time that it's been 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So he decides, in pure fear of being arrested due to him being targeted, that he makes a break for it. He continued driving in fear with no warnings given to him.
Oh, come on!
He stops in an alleyway before getting blocked in and eventually having the officer approach his vehicle without any warning at all. Shortly afterwards, he jumped out of the car and tried to run because he did not know what the officer was planning. And then he pulled out a gun for his own safety.
What?
Imagine that, having a random police officer run up to you. You have no clue what is happening. The fear would be immense. He pulled out the gun for his safety. Afterwards, the officer began aiming at him, telling him off,
Because you
and
can't object
scolding
to
him.
you can't object to opening statements.
Soon after, he ended up discharging near the officer to allow himself to break free and run. He did not attempt to kill the officer. He was only trying to get away. May I just reconfirm, at no point did the officer make any attempt at verbal communication prior to his arrest. He told me he got shot
Oh
by
no,
the officer,
no,
who then performed basic
no.
medical and apparently drove really slowly all the way to the police station, like agonizingly slowly. That's all I've got.
How is that relevant?
Thank you, Your Honor.
How is that relevant?
All right, thank you. At this time, I have to ask if the prosecution has any witnesses they wish to call.
The prosecution does not have any witnesses to call up at this time, Your Honor.
I now direct the same question towards the defense.
We have no witnesses either, Your Honor. Sorry.
I'll
Your
give
Honor,
it
could I
to
just
this
have
guy.
a quick
I'll give
word
it to
with
this
my,
guy that's next to
my
me.
co-counsel
He's an
here?
intern, so.
Yes, you may. I will allow 1 minute.
This will give me a chance to copy these down. Did that.
Your Honor, me and my co-counsel were wondering if we could have our client come up as a witness.
The accused for today.
Sure, I'll allow it.
That is speculative right there.
May our client approach the witness box, Your Honor?
Yes, sir. Apologies if that did not come out as loudly as it should have.
No worries.
That statement was absolutely speculative. But I can't
Would the
do anything about
defense
him.
like to question their witness? Oh, yes. Can I please ask for a sheriff to come and swear in our witness?
Do you believe in God or science?
God.
The way that Ronnie also worded it
affirmation person?
was
I believe in God, so I think it's oath.
was very confusing. That's why I stuffed it up a few times.
Please repeat after me, I think. I swear by the Almighty God
I swear by Almighty God
that the evidence I shall give will be the truth, the whole
That
truth, and nothing but the truth.
Whoa.
that the evidence that I shall give will be the truth and nothing but the truth.
Yep.
Okay, good attempt.
All right, defense, you may now approach and question your witness.
So, just double checking, Your Honor, may I approach the witness box? Thank you.
Yes, you may.
Oh.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Here we go.
Hello. Today I will be just going through a few questions for you. So, first off, what were you doing on that? What were you doing before you got pulled over by the police?
I was on my way to get some food. And because I was really hungry, so yeah, 'cause I'm pretty broke.
once but twice.
Got it. So, on your way to the shops, what did you like? What did you feel when you saw the cops?
I felt scared because firstly they are cops, and I don't really like the coppers.
Ah!
Sorry, and I just didn't know if they'll stop me, so I sped up a little bit just so I could, just in case, just so they didn't see me, because I fear them. And then they saw me, and then so on.
Perfect. So, just continuing on. So first off, once you got let off initially, were you aware that it was the same cop that pulled you over?
Yes.
So how did you feel knowing that it was the same cop from before?
I felt nervous. I felt anxious because I didn't know what was to come. I felt fear. I felt like he was going to harm me.
I don't get where these questions are going.
So, how like what was the span between those two different pullovers? I mean, sorry,
Span
traffic
of
stops.
5 minutes.
So 5 minutes. Your Honor, doesn't that tell you that he would be feeling scared and targeted just because of even the span of the traffic stops? Continuing on, so why did you decide to
Speculation?
engage in the pursuit?
Because if I didn't, he would have harmed me as I felt, and if I never left, I would be in prison. So I thought by leaving the scene, I would be in the
The
clear
charges
from
that
being
are against
harmed.
him
Because
are
as he already
engage in a
knows,
police
I
pursuit, discharge a
prior
weapon
I
in a
had a
public place,
firearm,
and assault on emergency
and if he
services.
pulled me over again, he would have gotten like angry more, so then and harmed me.
Were there anyone else in the area when you decided to when you got blocked in?
There was I don't remember, but I think there was a police officer over the other side, or I think so. I can't really remember. I was just too scared at the time.
Could you try to remember for me? Was there any other witnesses? You have to be sure of this.
I think there was one witness.
Okay, so it was a police officer.
Yes.
Perfect. So, continuing on, so when did you step out the vehicle? When did you think it was a good idea to step out of the vehicle?
When the officer said stepped out, cause
So the officer stepped out and you followed. Am I correct?
yes.
So after you stepped out of the vehicle, what did you actually do? What was going through your mind? Every detail. I need to hear it.
Well, I was scared. I tried to run. I attempted to pull out my firearm to scare the police officer off so then I could run. And I proceeded to try and run away. The other officer came and incapacitated me. And then I just don't remember it. And then I think he did some medical on me. I can't really remember, but yeah, I just felt really anxious, really scared, just because I just wanted to leave to not get harmed.
May I reconfirm, was there any attempt at non-hostile, just verbal communication before leading to the arrest?
No.
So the officer made no attempt to contact you verbally before the arrest?
No, he never told me. He never told me like
I
get
would
out of the
object to
car
that,
or
but I
anything like
can't.
that. I got out like a second after he got out. He instantly just screamed.
I would
Gun,
object to that,
gun,
but I can't
not giving me any
because I haven't seen the evidence yet.
verbal commands.
Can I just ask you a question about that real quick? So you said that he immediately yelled gun, 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 and you say that in kind of more of a confused tone. However, you said that your initial intent was reaching for your firearm. So
I
if he
missed
saw
that
you
bit.
reaching for his firearm, wouldn't you agree that it is more understandable that he would yell out gun for any other units in the area to know that you are armed?
As I was reaching, there's no physical way he could have seen what I was pulling out. So I don't get why he screamed gun, gun, gun.
Your Honor, I think what we're getting at here is the fact that the screaming of saying gun, gun, this was the first actual point where he verbally communicated towards my client. As we said, he was pulled over twice within the span of 5 minutes. This is already making him feel targeted, making him feel on edge. Yes, they signaled lights and sirens. However, there was no warning. There was no, hey, pull over, mate. I just, again, our client wasn't in the right state of mind, and the fact that, again, there was no attempt at verbal communication leading up to this
Oh,
gun incident.
whatever.
Is the point we're trying to get across.
All right, you can continue with your line of questioning.
Thank you, Your Honor. So, we're just going to keep getting this done. So, was the officer aware that you had a firearm before, like, blocking you in and approaching your vehicle?
Yes.
So, Your Honor, if he was aware that my client had a firearm, would it not make logical sense to stay away from the vehicle and wait for friendly backup to arrive before charging in? With that being said, how
Objection.
much later?
What is your objection?
Argumentative. The
Can you
simple
explain?
fact, the simple fact is, the arresting officer did instruct this individual at the previous traffic stop to put his gun away beforehand. So, in the state of mind that the arresting officer had, he would have been under the impression that the individual had listened and put the weapon away.
Your Honor, if I may?
Yes.
I'm just gonna add in, if
No.
if he was so sure and had actually engaged in a pursuit, as my client has,
Come on.
like, sorry, I'm just gonna rephrase this. If my client has been engaged in a pursuit, wouldn't you assume that all past interactions would be out the window
No.
completely?
No.
Because you would think if they're going rogue here,
No.
how could you trust
No.
anything that they've done, like that they've followed your instructions?
No. No.
So are you saying that because your client originally did something that wasn't really in favor for the law, that we should assume that he would do the unlawful thing by keeping the gun on him? Is that what you were saying to me?
Your Honor, the point I'm trying to get across is, as a police officer, you should always have your guard up. You should not assume anything.
I will be accepting the objection at this time. I would ask that you redirect your either wording or your line of questions. I can keep going. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Your Honor.
That is argumentative.
So moving on from that then. So, when you initially...
What do you mean, no?
After all of that, like, who pulled out the
L-Trex, I can't
gun
answer that
first,
question
you
because
or
I
the
don't know.
officer?
I'm only given the information that...
It was after I've ran, I pulled it out, then he pulled. I firstly did that just
Primarily,
for him to
he
back
wants
off
like
so I could leave and not
more
get
than 80
harmed.
weeks.
Then he pulled out a gun and discharged it at me.
So you've pulled out the gun for safety, for self-protection.
Yes.
Okay. And then who actually aimed and fired first?
I aimed at the wall not at
Oh, you
the
didn't.
officer. So I
I can't
didn't
object.
have
Oh,
any
I
intent
can't object to that.
to harm the officer. I only wanted for him to be scared, I think, as to call it, just so I could not get harmed.
Mm.
So, and then
Nope,
he
nope,
fired
nope,
at me,
Nope. Nope.
and the other officer proceeded to fire at me.
Got it. So,
Okay. Whatever.
where were you actually injured, mate, if you don't mind me asking?
It was more to my
Yes.
stomach
Yes.
and upper torso.
Rose, thank you for the follow. You're good, mate. Bruh, come on. Hey.
Sorry, one moment, just getting
Alright.
the next note page.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
That's all the questions I've got for you, sorry. Your Honor, if I may go back, thank you.
Yes, you may return. And now I ask, does the prosecution wish to cross-examine or send the witness back?
Your Honor, do I go back or do I stay here?
Because the defense first asked you questions, we allow the prosecution the right to cross-examine. So if the prosecution wishes to ask you questions, it is within their rights. So I would prefer if you remain here for that.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can approach when ready, or you can ask your questions from there.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good evening, Mr. Holeman.
Hello.
At the time of the first interaction after you were let go by Senior Constable Ronnie Decker Johnny, is there any particular reason why you didn't put the firearm away given his direction?
Yes, I was making my way to the food store. I bought some food and I was on my way to put my firearm in a vehicle. And then the police officer stops me. Then I still have my firearm on him, or on me, sorry. And then I'm thinking he's going to hurt me because I still have it on my person. Yeah.
Okay. What the fuck? Sorry about that. How would you describe the demeanor of the officer on the first traffic stop?
So he seemed nice, I'd say. He didn't seem angry first time, but the second,
Yeah, I know.
the first stop, he didn't
I know
seem
he
too
was.
angry. Not, yeah.
I'm sorry, just for clarification, you're saying that was that on the first or second interaction?
The first.
Okay, so just to clarify, this was all on the first interaction.
Yes.
Okay. Hmm. Prosecution doesn't have any more questions, Your Honor.
All right, you may return. Does my fellow magistrate have any questions that he wishes to
yeah.
ask the witness?
Nope, not at this time.
All right, sir. You may return back.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All Are there any more witnesses that the defense would like to call?
Sadly not, Your Honor.
Rez, thank you for the follow.
So now we move on to the part where we analyze the evidence. So as I'm sure everyone is aware, we have actually a very conclusive and good piece of evidence via the body cam footage of the arresting
Shift Tech
officer.
Games, thank you for the follow.
So as we look at that, I would like to bring up a few points. You say that you were targeted. However, from the body cam footage that we could see, he was making his rounds, doing his usual loops. And it was just by chance that he saw you flying past him. And especially after he gave you a warning, and in my opinion, was very kind to you. He could have taken a lot of things off your person then and there, but he didn't. He let you off with a warning and let you go. So he just saw you flying past him. So would you say that it is within his right to proceed with trying to pull you over? And then we also saw that you did kind of veer off to the side and then continue going the moment that he stepped out of the vehicle. Does the defense have anything to say for that?
That's the moment that I was like, yes, I got it. You can't object to a... You can't object
Sorry,
to
one
a
moment,
magistrate's
Your Honor. Just
question.
double checking something.
If you
Come
would
on,
like the
Shift Tech.
timestamp, it is 5 minutes into the body cam footage.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, we believe the timing is important here. At timestamp 5 minutes, between 5 minutes and 5:20, there is a slight delay that does suggest some hesitation from the client, the accused.
What?
We would suggest that this wasn't a premeditated evasion. He did pull over
Okay,
immediately.
I wasn't sure if he were or not.
Even if it was not premeditated, it still happened. He still made the decision in that moment that, oh, I just got reprimanded. I'm gonna get reprimanded again, and maybe he won't be as nice this time. So he decided to book it. So it still happened.
You're correct, Your Honor. However,
It was being fair.
I believe from the point of view of the accused here, this being the second time he was pulled over within that short time frame, we have to see things from his frame of mind. He's thinking, oh, this guy's just pulled me over again. Again, we can't comment on his mental state at the time, but it is reasonable to assume that he may have been
Oh my gosh.
feeling targeted or that there was some prejudice against him in the moment.
Prejudice!
So that is one way to look at it. But to play devil's advocate for you, another way mentally that he could have saw it is,
prejudice?
oh crap, here we go again. I just got caught again. So
Correct.
there's many different things that we could present as to the mental state and what was thought about. So
Correct, Your Honor. We can't come to a clear. We can't exactly read his mind at the time. We can only presume that these were the reasons for his actions. Again, there was that initial compliance, and then he's realized, oh crap, it's the same guy again. Why does he keep pulling me over? And at which point he starts to become fearful. Could this officer be corrupt? Could he be after me? Could he be trying to frame me for something? We really don't know, Your Honor.
continuing on about the whole pulling of the gun thing. It is shown that the first shot fired was of your client. Your client shot first and aimed.
It might have picked it up as that.
That's the
because
officer.
of the
So
mic
you
I
might
have,
be able to
but
spin it in a way
no,
that you
I
want,
didn't.
but we have actual body cam footage about this. So what are your thoughts on that?
Your Honor, we're not denying a mistake was made. Our client did possess the appropriate licensing to use this weapon as self-defense. And again, this just links back to the distress and the fear he felt in the moment. The mutual exchange of fire here sort of
that reminds me
was a result of being, I guess, boxed in. He was barricaded in between a garage
of a robotic
and a police
voice
car.
saying, "Computer says no."
It's quite a tense situation, and I think this alone isn't sufficient to prove assault unless
What I am
stated.
saying though is that your client, under oath, said that the officer shot first. Said that the officer pulled his gun and went to shoot first to immediately
didn't.
incapacitate him. However, it was shown from the actual evidence that we have that this is not the case. I'm not one to just right away charge with perjury, but what I am saying, it does bring about if his testimony was questionable or not.
The videos.
You're correct, Your
What
Honor.
ones?
We apologize for any mistakes our client
What videos?
has made in his line of questioning. Again, understandably, his mental state may still be a little bit foggy, especially after what he's been
You
through.
can't use mental health in it.
Again, I don't believe the arresting officer was injured in the mutual exchange of gunfire there. And again, being boxed in and barricaded between a garage and a police car, you know, after you've just been targeted, well, at least he felt he was targeted, I don't believe is sufficient to prove that it definitely was an assault and he intended to assault and shoot the officer in the moment.
Objection, Your Honor.
Yes, what's your objection?
PSA.
Can you defend that to me? Explain your thinking is what I mean.
Yep. The reason for the objection is that the defense is saying that the senior constable was not injured during that he believes that the senior constable wasn't injured during the gunfight. That is in the body cam evidence it does show several times that a few of the bullets did go did sorry did hit the senior constable at the time. So I fail to understand how they're making that judgment.
Your Honor, we're not arguing that the officer wasn't injured at the scene. However, from our point of view, it's unclear whether this was a result of him smashing the vehicle into the pursuing vehicle, the evading vehicle, or whether it was from direct gunfire. We're not entirely clear on that conclusion there.
We are able to see that the officer gets hit from the gun though. So I will be sustaining, or I will be accepting this objection at this point. I ask if Magistrate Camp has any questions from the evidence as we examine it.
Yeah, I know.
No questions for me.
Shit, how could he say that he wasn't injured when it's in the body cam? Come on! Whatever, man. Oh, that's the video you're talking about, Shift. I get you now. Okay, I get you now. Yes, I've
At
seen
this
that.
moment, I move for closing statements. I will allow the prosecution to give theirs first.
Your Honor, the prosecution starts their closing statement by acknowledging the fact that the that the accused today did act in a way of being scared. However, it doesn't justify the fact that on the second interaction after the pursuit had concluded as he was boxed in, it doesn't have any justification to why the individual did pull the gun out and aim it at the officer. This provides an unsafe environment for the city of Melbourne, which... Sorry, give me a second. This provides an unsafe environment for the city of Melbourne as well as the other citizens who could have been around the area at the time. Given the prior warning in the first traffic stop from the senior constable, the individual didn't adhere to the instructions that were given by the senior constable, which led to this absolute disgusting act that made, again, the city of Melbourne unsafe around that area because of the exchange of gunfire. In no way does the prosecution see that the senior constable was acting improper in that situation by alerting other officers that a gun was present when they were attaching to the pursuit. The prosecution also understands that emotions did go into play with this. Unfortunately, though, the prosecution cannot stand... Shush. The prosecution cannot stand by that fact because of the prior warnings. Yes, I do. The prosecution ends their closing statement. I've lost my fucking train of thought.
All
Well
right,
said.
thank you. I was about to ask for the defense to begin with.
Your Honor, do you mind if we have a 5-minute recess?
It wasn't a
May I
closing
ask
argument,
what?
it was a closing statement. But yes, I do.
Just regroup our thoughts real quick. Just need...
But making
Alright,
those
I will
comments,
allow
throwing me
a
off,
2-minute recess.
no.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Like, I do understand that you're a previous magistrate and all that shift. But... I'm sorry, but... I'm sorry, but... Each prosecutor have their different ways of prosecuting. This has
We
also
ask that
been
the
mentioned.
accused remain at the desk, please.
This
and thank
has
you.
also been mentioned by the acting director of the public prosecutions, John Del Grosso, that each prosecutor has their own way of prosecuting. Yesterday, I had someone else argue the fact of the charges. I get that you meant no malice by it, Shift, but let me just do my case, please. Let me just do my case. I understand that you're trying to help out. But if I needed help, I would refer to my legal team. I'm not saying that you're at fault, Shift. I'm just saying that I agree that you're trying to help, but please just let me deal with it myself. It's fine. I understand. It's just because of this back and forth argument bullshit that's going on between myself and the defense lawyers yesterday. I just want this over and done with.
Can we please give a 30-second warning to the defense lawyers and ask that they slowly make their way back? Thank you.
What do you mean argument? What? What's argumentative? What's argumentative? Thank you, Ultrax. I'm glad you've enjoyed it. This is what I want. I want to make people enjoy things like this. I'm sorry if I got a bit heated
welcome
then,
back. I
but I literally
hereby
fucked
announce
up
that the court is back
my
in session. We now have to hear from the defense as to their closing statement.
Okay, first off, thanks, Your Honor, for allowing that. Let's get this right on started.
Of course I do.
Personally, we cannot judge the mental
you for-
state of our client.
Thank you, that chicken
So
twitch.
that's that being pulled over twice. We can't even imagine what he'd be feeling. He'd obviously be feeling targeted. So, yeah.
No,
he has
that's
no
completely fine.
prior history, so this is a one-off thing, probably.
It's just this whole bullshit.
If we may have
in the
leniency,
courtroom is yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Your Honor, we would like to highlight the fact that this is his first offence. He has no criminal history, as well as time served and leniency for his distress leading to the mistakes he made on scene, Your Honor.
No,
Is that all for your closing statement?
but no, I understand shift.
Yes,
it's
Your
fine.
Honor.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the court, I thank you all for your time. I will be going back with Magistrate King, and we will come back after a 5-minute recess with our decision. Or I should say 5 to 10-minute recess. All right, thank you. Oh, and in general, we do ask that the prosecution and the defense do not engage with one another, and please keep your decorum when we are not in. Thank you so much.
Yes, Your Honor. My God. Right, shift. Again, I do apologize for that. It's just that type of closing statement you're probably not used to hearing. Different prosecutors have a different way of summarizing what has been produced, and with me bringing up the fact that the city of Melbourne was unsafe because of the fact of this disgusting act, gives the court an indication that lives were at risk for that situation. Fucking hell. I just want this over with, I swear. I just want this over with. They could have easily had this done yesterday, but the intern lawyer was like, oh, we need to go on bail. Ay, ay, ay. This is not work, is it?
I've done a full 360, making the same mistakes. My lovers became enemies. All I felt was pain. But then you healed my heart when I was afraid of being hurt again. You took the spark and you ignited up a flame. You got me on drowning in your love, drowning in your love, drowning in your love. You got me drowning in your love, drowning in your love, drowning in your love. Drowning in your love. I get a wave of emotions whenever we're apart. It's a never-ending feeling until you're back in my arms. But then you heal my heart when I was afraid of being hurt again.
I would also just like to point out as well that the defense did say that it was his first charge. That's why we're not going with the attempted murder, as we were planning on. We're going with the assault on emergency services, because of it being his first charge. I don't feel like it's right for him to have a such violent charge on his record, especially when it says first. Oh, and here they come. They're coming back. Let's see what the verdict is.
Is everyone able to hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
We thank you all for your time and patience, and I hereby announce the court is back in session after that recess. And I will ask Magistrate King to go ahead and read the verdicts.
Okay, after carefully deliberating with my colleague, we have came to a decision that the bailiff will thus get behind the defendant.
Yes. That's a good sign so far. Maybe.
On the charge of engaging in a police pursuit / evade police, we hereby find you guilty. And the fine for that one is $15,000 and 40 weeks in the prison. On the charge of discharge firearm in a public place, we hereby find you guilty. And the fine for that one is $3,000 and 50
Fuck
weeks
yes.
in the prison.
Fuck yes.
And on the charge
Come
of
on.
assault
3 for
on
3.
emergency
3 for 3.
services,
Come on.
we hereby find you guilty. And the fine for that one is $10,000
3 for
and
3.
90 weeks in the prison. So for a total of 180 weeks in the prison and $28,000.
Oh
in
my
fines.
god.
If either side is not happy with the verdict, you're more than welcome to appeal it to the DCV.
What I will say though is that though this may seem harsh and like a lot, this is actually us showing the leniency. Thank you all so much for a good trial. Thank you for being respectful, and court is now adjourned. Thank you.
Bailiff,
you, Your Honor.
take the defendant away.
31 standing up.
Your Honors, may I approach the bench, please?
Yes.
Mate, why'd you take my tablet?
Thanks for your time, guys.
Thank you for a good case.
So,
Yeah, tough one,
I'm
I
glad
think,
that-
but did what
I'm
we
glad
could.
that I'm glad that you came up here as well, Mr. McLeish, because I was going to discuss this as well. The fact that it was his first first charge of that on his record. That's why I am more than happy for it that it is
Bossman,
that
what'd you
it
guys
is
pass?
assault and not attempted murder, because quite honestly,
Well, for me, attempted murder needs to be premeditated, and he was not premeditating attempting to kill anybody.
yeah,
So
but yeah, at
it
the same
wouldn't have
time
been
though,
attempted murder anyway.
yeah, but at the same time though, if it wasn't put on bail and he was trying to and the arresting officer was trying to press him with that, I would have been confused with it as well. So I'm just saying that I'm pretty happy with the fact that that it was assault,
Yeah,
instead of
that
attempted, because
was
there was no premeditation for it.
good choice there. Yeah, no, I agree. I think, look, yeah, he clearly
Yeah,
did the wrong
listen,
thing.
honestly, there was an entire list of charges that could have been brought against your client. Honestly, just the fact that it was these three is lenient enough. Like,
Yeah,
like the illegal substances on him, the endless, like,
100%.
The illegal attachments. The
yeah.
yeah.
Yep. No, we
Own a
agree.
weapon without legal authority, etc.
Yeah, no, I'm not arguing that. that's it's pretty. That's on.
Honestly, you guys kind of got a hard hand because the body cam that we got was really well done. Like it showed everything. Because usually sometimes when we get body cam, things are left out or things are not as clear. This was very clear as day in open
Yeah,
air. You know,
sometimes body cam can be a hit or miss.
this was definitely a hit.
Yeah,
Definitely
no,
was.
that was pretty good on their end. Yeah, I'm glad that was
I mean,
pretty
you guys,
straightforward.
I'll give it to your defense counsel. You guys did well as well. Like,
Yeah, that was his first case as well. So just trying to help teach him the ropes and stuff. But yeah, no, you did
Yeah,
well.
I figured it was because I was like, say, I've never seen this lawyer in court before.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a new intern at Bravo.
yeah,
Yeah, I had a phone he was.
I'm honestly impressed with him as well. Like, he tried to defend your client as much as he could, but
Yeah, that's-
unfortunately, because of the evidence, they kind of.
I mean, you can only work with what you got.
Exactly.
Yep. No, that's the thing. But yeah, he's quite well spoken, and yeah, I think he'll be pretty good. Just got to keep practicing and stuff. So yeah. Oh, thanks for your time, guys. You all did well, and yeah, hopefully see you soon.
Yeah, you too.
Cool. See you later.
Bye.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yep, you too.
Hello, Mr. McLeish.
My gosh.
Again, I'm just so happy for you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And you did really well.
You did
All
well,
right,
man.
Chancellor.
We'll see you
Magistrate
soon.
Liesman, we're just going to take these two out the front. So if you want to continue the conversation later, you're welcome to. But we're going to.
All right, thank you, Mr. Leisman.
And what's up?
Thank you. I'll leave
Okay,
you
bye.
alone. You guys can enjoy. See you, Your Honor. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right.
You did well.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Thank you. Yeah, you too. We just
Hope
went
to-
for it.
Hope to see. Oh.
Very sorry. Wrong button.
Yeah,
Wrong
exactly.
button. Arrest me.
hope to see you
Come on,
in
sir.
further.
We're escorting you off the premises.
I hate how the mouses are so clicky.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh my god, I feel so bad.
Don't worry
No, don't
about
worry
it.
about
It's
it,
all
man. It happens to
good.
the best of us.
Yeah.
The number of times
Yeah.
I've accidentally smacked a superior officer is
It happens to the
incalculable.
best of us.
Yeah. That was a whole lot of fun. I'm exhausted.
glad
I'm
you-
gonna go to sleep.
I'm glad you enjoyed it regardless.
Yeah. It was definitely interesting to learn a bit.
Yeah,
Not so-
I tend to be a little stern at times.
Yeah. Not good for that, dude, though. Good luck.
Listen, usually if the officer was here, I would also have questions and be equally as stern to him. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But
I had like all the questions lined up for the officer that because
I
that would have
know.
like got it. Because I knew what got him last time, and I'm just was hoping that he did it again in front
That's
of him.
why. That's why I was a bit disappointed that unfortunately had to fly out. I was
Yeah.
just like, we could have had him.
It could have been a
today.
little bit longer. It would have been longer if it would have been a bit more interesting. Because
believe me, majority of the people in that courtroom are thankful it wasn't longer. It was some.
Yeah,
There are
100%.
some
I
that
am
will
too.
be 4
I'm
hours.
tired.
So
Yeah, I'm
God,
tired.
yeah.
Hello, punk
Last thing most people want is a 4-hour court case. It can get
Definitely.
quite tiring.
I will be back. I have to go fill out some paperwork. So once again, very happy for you. It was great to see you.
Great to see you
Also,
too.
for my
Enjoy.
little friend here in the future, feel free to like grill and ask questions. Like get down to it. The whole point is to show me
Yeah.
evidence and stuff. Like I felt bad that I kind of had to grill into them, and I was like,
The
but
thing
at the same
is,
time,
like, if I
Alright,
had
come on, sir.
if I
We
had
gotta
more
get
of the
going.
time, if I had
Okay,
more
Can't have
time
you hanging
with
around
the
in here for
officer,
too long, I'm afraid.
Let's head out.
if I had more
Thanks
time
for that.
with the officer and he didn't have to fly out, I would have taken that
yeah.
to my advantage. But he had to fly out, and I'm like, well, that kind of throws a spanner in the works a little bit.
Yeah, it was so unexpected. All right, I'm pretty sure my husband wants to throw you out right now, so I'm gonna stay here as I do paperwork.
I think it would have been interesting to see what kind of questions they would have asked Ronnie
Yeah, I know.
if he would have been called as a witness.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for presiding this case tonight.
Yep. Okay.
You have a good night.
Hey, talk to you later. Bye.
Oh my god. Well, another good case. Didn't know which way it was gonna go, but hey. Expect the unexpected, as they say. Sorry that I missed your previous message, self-destruct. I was definitely concentrating on the end of that case. My god. Do we know exactly how many weeks he actually got? I think one of them was 40. 180? That's like 108. Let me see if she's still out here, though. I see that Sheriff FTA is still out here. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I might have to. I have to. Um. But yeah. Now to fill out paperwork. I agree. Like I agree with what you're saying there. Self-destruct. Unfortunately, it was a time that we all agreed on, and as Honorable Sarah Lasman did say, because it was not premeditated, he wouldn't have got the attempted murder charge anyway. So I was happy with the fact that it was just assault on emergency services. Because even if it was premeditated, I still wouldn't have felt comfortable with that charge. And it wouldn't have been bailed anyway. Eltrex, you were right. 180 weeks and 28,000 in fines. Oof. 28,000 in fines. Holy crap. Lord. But
SRF 017 is switching call signs to SRF 117 to go out and patrol.
no one. Oh. That's done. My God. Yeah. Oop. So what did everyone think of that court case? Hopefully, hopefully, hopefully we have more of them soon. This one, I was like planning all afternoon yesterday after it went to bail. So I'm going back to the station, but I'm not going to do cop. I'm just going to go there and I'm going to fly out. And I'm going to find someone to read. Alright. Once again. You take games, how many times did you try following? I just saw that show up. Just saw that show up. But the amount of times you... I don't know if that is an error on my side or what, but it's showing that you tried 5 times. That's crazy. That is honestly crazy. But saying that, I am going to...
I'm just gonna go to the front counter and get the sheriff up.
I am going to end my stream here. So, thank you to everyone who came by the stream.
Sure about that?
I do apologize if it was a little bit too long of a case, but these things happen. Shift Tech Games, ResClan, Royce, and that chick on Twitch. Thank you again for your follows. I don't know if I will be back tomorrow. Just depends on... Just depends on what I'm going to be doing. There isn't any Bluebird streamers on at the moment. But there is someone else that I have in mind. So I'm going to send you guys over to them. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night, day, or whatever time zone you're in. And I'll see you next time.